To every tie of honor bound, worldwide our fellowship is constant found. Greetings. My name is Yashwant Prakash Vyas. My pronouns are he, him, his. I'm the Assistant Director for Diversity Resources in the Division of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. I'm also the Chapter President and Coordinator for the Alpha Tau chapter of Phi Beta Delta Honor Society for International Scholars here at the University of Iowa. I also serve as a director and regional vice president for the US Midwest region of the Society on the board of directors. It is with my affiliations I now call this special meeting of the Alpha Tau chapter of Phi Beta Delta Honor Society for International Scholars here in Iowa City, Iowa, to order. Thank you for joining us as we welcome and recognize our new members for the spring 2021 term. Let us start our conversation today by recognizing Indigenous peoples as traditional stewards of this land. This recognition is the first step to understanding the long-standing history that has brought us to reside on this land and to understanding our place within this history. With permission from the University of Iowa's Native American Council, I will now read a land acknowledgement they have created for our institution. In doing so, I also want to recognize my limitations and apologize for any mispronunciations. I can do better, and I will do better. And I ask for your grace and forgiveness in the meanwhile. The University of Iowa is located on the homelands of the Chippewa, Iowa, Kickapoo, Menominee, Miami, Missouri, Omaha, Osage, Oto, Ottawa, Ponca, Potawatomi, Sac and Fox, Dakota, Lakota, Nakota, 3 affiliated tribes, and Winnebago nations. The following tribal nations: Omaha Tribe of Nebraska and Iowa, Ponca Tribe of Nebraska, Sac and Fox of the Mississippi in Iowa, and Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska nations continue to thrive in the state of Iowa, and we continue to acknowledge them. As an academic institution, it is our responsibility to acknowledge the sovereignty and the traditional territories of these tribal nations and the treaties that were used to remove these tribal nations and the histories of disposition that have allowed for the growth of this institution since 1847. Consistent with the university's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion, understanding the historical and current experiences of Native peoples will help inform the work we do. Collectively, as a university, to engage in building relationships through academic scholarship, collaborative partnerships, community service, enrollment, and retention efforts, acknowledging our past, our present, and future Native nations. Again, I want to acknowledge and thank the University of Iowa's Native American Council for their leadership in creating this land acknowledgement for our institution. Our next order of duty is to remind ourselves of the history of Phi Beta Delta, symbolism of our crest, and the objectives of Phi Beta Delta. My friends, honor societies such as ours date back many years and have a rich and meaningful history. Phi Beta Delta has a unique position in scholarly honor societies because of its internationalism. Phi Beta Delta first Established at California State University at Long Beach in 1986, was chartered in 1987 with 38 founding chapters. It is the first national honor society dedicated to recognizing scholarly achievement in international education. The mission of Phi Beta Delta is to recognize achievements in international educational interchange and to serve as a catalyst to increase the recognition, credibility, and importance of the international experience and develop network of individuals involved in international experiences. Our founders hoped, in their own words, that Phi Beta Delta would be a catalyst in increasing the recognition of the importance of international experience, especially in education, and that the society would connect internationally minded individuals throughout the world. These aspirations are well embodied in our crest, to which I now call your earnest attention. The crest is depicted on a shield, which reminds us to ever defend academic freedom. Superimposed is a sunburst, reminding us that all peoples are under the same sun and from it draw strength. The three Greek letters stand for Philometia, the love of knowledge, Biotrimonia, the valuing of human life, and Diaphrine, the quest for excellence. The open book embraces all the wisdom of the world's varied cultures. The torch is significant of the leadership shown by our members. Our motto, Cynthia Mutua Mundi, is translated as the world's shared knowledge. Our colors are brilliant red and gold. The red is emblematic of the common lifeblood of all humankind, and the gold represents the energy of the sun from which we universally draw life. In conferring the medal of our society upon you, we seek to recognize your commitment to our values as taught by our symbols, your accomplishments, and your accomplishments to come. And we seek to encourage you to do even more in the days ahead to extend those values. With that, please help me welcome my colleague and our marketing chair, Christine Jerf, to lead us further.
Thank you, Yashwant. Hello, everyone. My name is Christine Jerf, and I'm a senior study abroad advisor in international programs, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. This being a most special occasion, we have requested Dr. Russell Ganem to address the chapter. Russell Ganem is professor of French and associate provost and dean of international programs at the University of Iowa. He joined the University of Iowa in 2011 as the director of the Division of World Languages, Literatures, and Cultures, and served in that position until 2019. He moved to international programs in 2020. Much of his career has been devoted to shared governance, including service as president of the UI Faculty Senate. He holds an AB from Grinnell College, as well as an MA and PhD from the University of Virginia. Dean Ganem is committed to advocating for international students, increasing study abroad opportunities, and promoting global education across the University of Iowa campus.
Many thanks, Christine, and thank you, Yashwant, for inviting me here this afternoon. It is certainly an honor. My name is Russ Ganem, and I am the Dean of International Programs at the University of Iowa, and I'm delighted to deliver the opening remarks for the Spring 2021 initiation ceremony of the Phi Beta Delta Honor Society for International Scholars and for our Alpha Tau chapter at the University of Iowa. The Office of International Programs is most pleased to collaborate with the Division of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion on our second ceremony this year to welcome new inductees. I myself have been a member of Phi Beta Delta for several years, starting at my former institution, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. At Nebraska, I came to understand the important role Phi Beta Delta plays in bringing together international faculty, staff, and students, both international and domestic, to raise awareness around issues surrounding global education and to provide a venue for those committed to promoting international experiences and perspectives. Phi Beta Delta allows those devoted to global learning and cooperation to meet, to hold lectures and symposia, and quite simply to socialize. It is only fitting that we close the 2021 academic year by honoring Iowa's new members of Phi Beta Delta. Global education and understanding are especially important in this challenging environment. The problems we face will require international collaboration if they are to be resolved. Phi Beta Delta advances the idea that this cooperation starts locally with people-to-people interaction that builds communities among different interests and constituencies. Please let me congratulate the inductees not simply on recognizing the importance of global education, but by demonstrating time and again their commitment to promoting objectives that foster connections and enable us to learn from one another across cultures, languages, and worldviews. Please know that you will always have the support of the Office of International Programs as you continue this invaluable work. I will now return the platform to Yashwant so that he may begin the initiation of the new members.
Thank you, Dr. Ganem. Please welcome back Yashwant for the next part of our ceremony.
Thank you, Christine, and thank you, Dean Ganem, for your remarks. As we move forward with initiating our new members, I would now like to share with you the membership criteria set forth by the Alpha Tau chapter of Phi Beta Delta Honor Society for International Scholars in accordance with the chapter bylaws. Membership in the society is open to individuals who have demonstrated scholarly achievement in the areas of international educational interchange. These individuals include, first, international students on non-immigrant visa in upper division or graduate and professional levels who have demonstrated high scholastic achievement at the University of Iowa, which means undergraduate students must have completed at least 45 session hours at the University of Iowa with a cumulative GPA of 3.2 or above. Graduate and professional students must have completed 1 semester in a 1-year master's degree, 2 semesters in a 2-year master's degree, or 2 semesters in a doctoral degree program at the University of Iowa with a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or above. Students must be in good standing, both academic and code of student life, with the University of Iowa at the time of application. 2, domestic students in upper division and graduate and professional levels who have demonstrated high scholastic achievement in the pursuit of international educational interchange through a University of Iowa recognized study abroad or work or internship abroad programs, which means undergraduate students must have completed at least 45 session hours at the University of Iowa with a cumulative GPA of 3.2 or above. Graduate and professional students must have completed 1 semester in a 1-year master's degree, 2 semesters in a 2-year master's degree, or 2 semesters in a doctoral degree program at the University of Iowa with a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or above. Similar to international students, domestic students must also be in a good academic as well as code of student life standing with the University of Iowa at the time of application. 3, staff, faculty, postdoctoral fellows, and visiting scholars who have been involved in a University of Iowa recognized international endeavor, such as research, teaching, program development, or services. With keeping these requirements in mind, please help me welcome our Vice President, Jody Graff.
Thank you. Yes, the credentials have been verified and they all meet the membership criteria. You may proceed.
Thank you, Jody. I, Yashwant Prakash Vyas, in my capacity as the President, hereby install you as members with full privileges in the ambitions and aspirations of Phi Beta Delta Honor Society for International Scholars. I confirm your membership based on the affirmation of your interest in the initiatives and conduct of international scholarship locally and nationally, and on the basis of the confidence invested in you by the governing board of the Alpha Tau chapter of at the University of Iowa in their certification that you qualify for membership under the established criteria of the society. Many congratulations and welcome to Phi Beta Delta Honor Society for International Scholars. You may now wear your medallion. With that, please help me welcome our programming chair, Andrea Sibonman, to help us recognize our inductees for this term.
Thank you so much, Yashwan. I'll be happy to do so. Eric Antwi Akuoko, Aziz Arisekola Alade, Brava Alamari, Natasha Anderson, Fatima, Joel Isaac Berger, Valerie Boksa, Hong Wei Tsai, Natani da Costa Ferreira Oberfrank, John Philip Dagata, Ismail Dilek, Xing Yun Ding, Maureen D. Donovan, Chloe Monique Epley, Meredith Mahi Gall, Adrian Gomez Hernandez, Liam Hagan, Dongyi Han, Xianyi Catherine He, Connor Johnson, Nicole Liliestrand, Wala Ibrahim Malkawi, Pedro Martinez, Daniel Mitchell, Hoshik Nam, Krishna Madhav Nukala, Onyeche Oche, Brandon Paulson, Monica Perez, Sarolta Peterson, Putipong Pangtanapaisan, Yufei Mia Xu, Eileen Marinho Ritano, Ramin Rochandel, Ahmed Saldus, Adam Seed, Colin Andrew Sind, Amelia Thorson, Madeline Thrasher, Jennifer Trimnell, Deborah Trusty, Bavia Batts, Shao Chen Yu, Micheng Yun, Mingying Zhang.
Thank you, Andrea, and many congratulations to all of our new members and inductees. Again, welcome to Phi Beta Delta, and we look forward to your accomplishments and your accomplishments to come. As we move forward to close this special meeting of the Alpha Tau chapter, and as I make my closing remarks, I want to share with you that I now begin to wrap up my 2-year term as the chapter president and coordinator. And as I do that, I want to recognize the support I have received and express my gratitude. After a long gap of inactivity, we started the reactivation process in fall of 2019. Since, we have recognized and welcomed 173 staff, faculty, students, and visiting scholars to the society via the Alpha Tau chapter here at the University of Iowa. So first, I want to recognize the chapter leadership. Jody Graff, Vice President, Christine Cherf, Marketing Chair, Pauline James Beezer, Treasurer, and Andrea Subbenman, Programming Chair. They offered their leadership and service despite many unknowns and continued to do so during the pandemic and remote work settings. I'm grateful for your kindness and generosity in serving our UI community. Second, I want to acknowledge the unwavering support we have received from the Division of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion and International Programs. Without this support, we could not have reactivated our chapter. Last, but certainly not the least, the terrific communications team from International Programs. I appreciate your support and help. Thank you. So, may there ever be your preoccupations. It is my earnest desire that through the work you do, our shared values will be extended and that our world will benefit from the goodly influence you generate. And as you lead your lives, please do not forget your humanity and the humanity of others. I now declare this special meeting of the Alpha Tau chapter of Phi Beta Delta Honor Society for International Scholars in Iowa City, Iowa, to be closed. Please take care. Namaste.